How we doing today, YouTube? Dski from Dski's Kitchen back with another cooking video. And today we are going on the other side of the world and we are going to make awesome Moroccan chicken. Let's do it now. All right, folks, so at the cutting board, what we have today to make this awesome Moroccan chicken is a host of different flavors and spices that you probably have in your cabinet today, okay? Remember, there may be a few things you had to pick up, but what we're trying to do is make awesome, unique dishes that you can make at home yourself, all right? So let's talk about the spices that we're gonna use for this Moroccan chicken. So first, we're gonna use cinnamon, okay? We're also gonna use chili. Folks, we're going to use turmeric. We're also going to use coriander. We're going to use cumin. We're going to use fresh black peppercorn. We are also going to use garlic, red onion, tomato juice, and finally the star of the show, our chicken thighs. All right, so we'll get together. We're going to introduce these spices to the molcajete. Now, the molcajete is a tool for blending up your spices, all right? This thing here mixes all these together and gives you an awesome rub to put on your chicken, so it'll be the base coat, all right? So I'm gonna show you step by step how we're gonna do this, but let's mix these spices up first. All right, folks, before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and add some oil to our saute pan. We're gonna brown our chicken once we do the spice portion here, okay? So we're going to get that added now. Using my new cookware, so really excited about that as well. That is the D3 all-clad stainless steel cookware that I just showed maybe a few days ago. I did a review showing you the 14-piece set. Really excited about getting the first cook done on this awesome cookware. So 1 and 2 of each of these awesome spices. All right, folks, so using the molcajete is very simple. It is a fun thing. Sometimes kids enjoy doing it, but you have a stone bowl with a mallet for the most part, and you just crush your items, and then you just break them down. So what we're trying to do here is get all of our peppercorn, because fresh ingredients is what really brings this Moroccan chicken together. By breaking this down, you can just smell all of the spices. So we'll continue until we break down our peppercorn, until we also break down our cinnamon. And what we'll have is an awesome seasoning that we can put on our chicken. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, folks, so we have rinsed our chicken. We have mixed all of our spices. So now it is time to season. So let's do that now. With this molcajete, I'm just going to come right on in with our spices and just drizzle them on our chicken. Now, with me rinsing the chicken, the water itself will be the agent for making sure the spices adhere. Okay, so we're just going to do this on the top and the bottom of each piece of chicken. I've made this dish multiple times, and it is a favorite around the household when you want to get away from that every day, right? So this is wonderful Moroccan chicken. We will pat this in. Bold flavors, bold spices, you know, all of this stuff that's going to make this phenomenal is what's happening here today. We're just going to mix a little, okay? We're going to get everything mixed up, make sure all of our spices are incorporated. So we'll get all this mixed up, get back together in a bit when it's time to put this in the pan. I'll see you guys in a second. All right, let's get these pieces added. Get this frying portion out the way. Okay, so all of our chicken is in place. We'll go ahead and make sure to get a nice crust on both sides. In the meantime, let's meet back at the cutting board and chop up some veggies. All right, so our veggies are all cut up. Let's meet back at the stove top and give this chicken its first flip. All right, so here we go. See how we're coming along? Oh yeah, starting to brown up nicely. We'll just get everything flipped over and just continue on until we get that. Now you can see the beautiful crust I was talking about starting to form on this chicken. All right, so just letting it sit and letting it start cooking, you start building those nice bits that turns into awesome sauces and things like that when it's all said and done. But we'll continue flipping these over. Yep, even browning. That's the part with this all-clad that I'm excited about. I wanted to try to get a pan to where I don't have to worry about where it's seated at. It's going to cook evenly. So you can see right now that we have nice brown pieces so far on all of them. Okay, so we have the veggies cut. We've already flipped our chicken. All we have to do is let this continue cooking, maybe around 10 more minutes, and then it'll be time for the next step. All right, so we're coming on back now with our onions. And we want those to saute and get nice and translucent. So let's get those added. So look at all the flavors we're adding, folks. I mean, we're putting some really good stuff into this Moroccan chicken today. Okay, so the plan is to let this go for a few minutes. Once it starts breaking down, we will come back with our garlic, okay? Okay, so we are 10 minutes in. You can check out how we're coming along. Everything is starting to get nice and translucent. So we're going to go ahead now and add our garlic pieces. I'm going to just kind of spread them sporadically throughout the pan. Now we cut up a whole bulb, okay? So we have a lot of garlic being infused into this Moroccan chicken. All right, so here we are. Again, we'll let this get soft, okay? And then I'll show you guys the next step afterwards, but it's coming along well. Easy process, all right? So we'll incorporate some other flavors in just a bit. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Wait till you see this final result. Okay, folks, so our chicken is definitely done. Our onions and our garlic has become translucent. All we want to do now is add our chicken to the pot, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I brought the pot over. This is, again, the 8-quart pot. And we just want to get this added and move on to our next step. All right, so we'll do that. We're draining the best we can as we go. But some of the oil is a part of the next process anyway, so that is fine. I'm hoping nothing has scared you yet, right? This should be really easy stuff to do. You can see at the very end just how easy it was to do this recipe. And you can hook this up for your family and really just impress everybody, okay? Because this chicken is going to be amazing. All right, so I'm scooping now the rest of our onions and garlic over. I'll give you a pot shot, if that's what you want to call it, in just a second on how all this stuff looks. Okay, so we've pretty much removed everything out of the pan. You can see we have a little bit of oil left. I poured out some of that oil as well. And here's our stock pot, okay? So you can see what we have going on. Looking really good, right? All right, so let's talk about next steps. What I'm going to do right now is just put a lid on here just for a minute. Move this to the side. Our next step is to go ahead and turn this on medium heat right now, okay? And what we want to do, folks, is we want to fry for the most part or bring up to a boil our tomato juice, okay? So tomato juice is the next part of this cook. So we're going to go ahead and get that added. We are immediately heating up because the pan just really retains heat so well. So we're going to go right on in with our tomato juice. This is a 64 ounce. And what I'm thinking about using is close to at least 32. And we can see how that looks. Okay, that's about 32 ounces. I might go a little bit more like 48. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, folks. We're just going to get this cranked up like you can see. We'll get this bubbling. Once this stuff gets hot and starts bubbling, we will transfer the tomato juice to our stock pot in our chicken mixture, and then we're just going to let it simmer for about 30 or 40 minutes, okay? After that, I'll show you the next step. Remember, we still have seasonings left from our molcajete, all right? So we're going to add our seasonings. We are also going to incorporate apricots, okay? So let me show you those. This is another part of the Moroccan chicken. So we'll do all of that, and I'll show you at what time you want to add your apricots, because what we have now is still around an hour to an hour and a half to go, okay? So for the next 30-something minutes, we will be simmering that tomato juice with all this mixed, beautiful chicken. At that time, we will add our apricots, we'll add the remaining of our seasonings, put that lid back on, and let it continue on just simmering and basting in all those beautiful, beautiful flavors of Morocco, okay? I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so it's about 10 minutes later. You can see we're at a soft boil right now. Our tomato juice is cooking, so you can see it getting darker. We also got a chance to take advantage of those beautiful treasures, right? And what I mean by that, it's all of the good seasoning that sticks a little bit at the bottom of your pan, right? So this is the making of good sauces, gravies, and things like that, holding on to those awesome treasures. So what I've been doing is I've been scraping at the bottom, making sure to incorporate all of those into this tomato juice. So when we transfer, we get all of the goodness added to the next pot. All right, so here we go. Hopefully you can see this here. I'll go this way, okay? And let's get it transferred. There we go. All right, we have a nice clean pan ready to head on over and get washed. We're gonna put a lid back on this and go ahead and put this on medium heat, okay? We want to start bubbling and keeping it going. Another reason for getting your tomato juice bubbling is you want to make sure that you're steady cooking. You're not having any lag time in between. So this will immediately continue the simmer process because we heated it up before we transferred it over. So checking in briefly on our chicken, you can see we have a slow simmer going here. Nothing to do now. Just let time continue to incorporate and mix all these flavors together. All right, so that's all we have going on now. Like I said, take roughly 30 minutes before we move on to the next step. But what we're going to do now that we are at that simmer and that boil that I wanted to get to is we're going to go ahead now and add our remaining spices. All right, so let's do that right now. We have everything looking good, everything breaking down beautifully. Okay, so here's our remaining spices. All right, we'll just go ahead and get those added right to our dish. All right, I'll go ahead and get it all in there. The special flavors of Morocco. This molcajete, if you don't have one, I would just recommend buying these spices in powder form, right? So you don't have to worry about breaking them down. But it really adds another level to your food by having these spices to where they can be broken down in a molcajete and incorporated that way. Okay, we got that. And I'm going to go ahead, because I don't want to lose anything, and add the rest. All right. That is everything. We'll give it a little stir to make sure everything is incorporated. And again, put the lid back on and get back together with you all again in about 30 minutes. And at that time, we'll move on to the next and final step of this Moroccan chicken. Okay, folks, so in the meantime, while our chicken is steady preparing, while it's steady basting and soaking in all those awesome flavors, we're going to go ahead and start making a simple rice for this chicken to go on top of. So this is a 3-quart pot, and all we're going to do is add 2 cups of rice to it, okay? I have the water level around 3/4 full right now. So we'll add 2 cups of rice once this comes up to a boil. All right, once that's done, all we're going to do, folks, is come with 1 sheet of foil. We'll put it right on top of the pot, come back with our lid, and secure it in place, okay? Now, once you do that, folks, I'm telling you, all you have to do from there is set a timer for 20 minutes, your rice will be perfect every time, all right? Never forget that. That is a way to get fluffy, beautiful rice that's not stuck together every time. All right, folks, so we're back. The rice is done. It's been 20 minutes, so I definitely want to show you that really quickly. So as you can see, our kernels, you see how loose this is moving in here? These kernels are going to come out just one by one, all right? So again, how do you make the perfect rice? This is how you do it. You just get your water to a boil, add your rice, make sure to put the foil in between the lid and the pot, and make sure it is firm where heat doesn't escape, okay? It will boil down. It will make this rice just like this, okay? Next up, we are going to go ahead and add our apricots to our Moroccan chicken. We have been simmering for about 35 minutes now. This is a 6-ounce bag, and we're going to add it all, okay? We want to incorporate this fruit flavor. This really brings it all together. And then we just simmer again for another 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, folks, and this is done, okay? I'll bring you in and close and let you see. But the apricots bring that fruitiness, and once they melt down, I'm telling you, folks, this stuff is going to be phenomenal. Maybe I should have a piece too, because I haven't had a dried apricot in a long time. So one for the cook. Here's a pot view of what we have going on. We'll just get some things mixed up a little bit. Again, everything has broken down. Our sauce is starting to truly mix well with this chicken. All right, you saw that we added the apricots. We will continue, like I said, to simmer. But what you end up having here, folks, is a really nice flavorful sauce. You can see the pieces of garlic. The apricot hasn't broken down yet, but it will. This sauce will go on our rice with a little bit going on top of the chicken at the end, okay? All right, folks, we're back. It is time to plate this delicious Moroccan chicken up. Let me show you what we got going on before we do that. We've given our chicken a chance to cool, and I'm telling you, we have a beautiful sauce. So what we'll do now is get it plated up and get back together in just a second. All right, folks, so let's plate up this magnificent dish. As you can see, look at our rice. Here we go. I'll show you when I was telling you that the rice will break apart. You can see that now. Look at that. Perfect kernels, not stuck together. This is the way to make the perfect rice. All right? I'll do a little bit more here. All right, now we're coming back with our Moroccan chicken. Look at this stuff, folks. Look how beautiful this is. All right, isn't that wonderful? Savory, all right, is what we have here. We're going to go right on top of the rice here, just like this. All right, and what makes it special is all of the beautiful sauce that we have made. Look, folks, magnificent. We're going to get a little bit more sauce out. See that savoriness? Look at that. This is Moroccan chicken done right. All right, so we're done. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what Dski's Kitchen is up to. And as always, at Dski's Kitchen, cooking is not a pastime, it's a passion. Let's do a taste test and close this out. The taste of Morocco made in your kitchen. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you on the next one.